All right, ladies, let's talk about the Laurie Harvey method. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about this chick lately. And the reason why wanted to make this video is for a few reasons, right? And that's because she is applying some of the things that Steve Harvey has in his book, Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman, or some shit like that, right? There's a lot of things I disagree with Think Harvey about, right? And the number one thing that I disagree about him in that book is the 90-day rule, all right? Now, let's talk about Laurie Harvey and what she's doing to get all these guys to like her and what I think she could do to improve it, all right? Okay, look, she's been with Diddy. He's like, oh, I need some time to heal. That motherfucker needs no time to heal, man. He got no heart. She's just been with a lot of rappers, a lot of people that her parents tell her not to be with. You see, ladies and gentlemen, when people tell you not to be with people, those kind of people become more attractive to you. You see what I'm saying? So what she's doing, the method that she's using is that she is dating a lot of people, right? She's meeting a lot of men so that she could have a more clear picture about what's a good guy and what's a bad guy. You see what I'm saying? And the truth is that she has wise parents. As goofy as Steve Harvey is, he's a wise dude, and his wife as well, right? So what she's doing is that she's just meeting a lot of people and keeping her options open. That's what Queen Elizabeth did when she was reigning, where a lot of people wanted to court her so that they could gain power, and that is the biggest destroyer of most queens, because then the king takes power and she doesn't have power. So what she did was that she said, yeah, sure, 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 but she acted like her mind changed. She never said no to the guys, but she was just unclear. She was like, not yet. You see what I'm saying? So that keeps her options open, right? Now, what she's doing is keeping her options open and being open about it. Every dude that she's with knows that she's seeing somebody else, right? Now, this is the thing. The problem with that is that she's playing with fire. You see, you could do that with guys. She's doing that with guys who have more options than she does. I don't care how big she is. The dudes that she's messing with have more options than she does, right? And what that tends to happen is that, in my opinion, what she's gonna end up doing is falling in love with a rapper, falling in love with an athlete. Why? Because people told her not to do that. And what is she doing? She's dating the rappers. Now, what would happen with her method is that it's good to do that with guys that are not as famous as those dudes. But when she's messing with guys that are as famous, and she thinks of herself as somebody who could get any dude, because I can promise you, her ego right now is pretty big right now. Her ego is like, any dude will fall for me. And as soon as she meets the guy who doesn't fall for her, her ego can't take that. And her ego will cause her to start chasing that one dude. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it works as long as she keeps her ego in check. It works, right? So what you ladies gotta do is take the example of her. Take that example. Meet a lot of guys. Go on many dates. If you're banging them, I don't give a fuck if you're banging them or not, to be honest with you. The point is, get exposure. Open your mind up, because when you're just meeting one dude, it's like your parents, right? When you only know your parents, you think your parents are the greatest parents in the world. But as soon as you step out of your parents' home, you start seeing that maybe your parents weren't that good. There are better parents out there. You see what I'm saying? So what you want to do is expose yourself to different guys. So if you only dated one dude in your life, girl, you need more exposure. I'm not saying more exposure to dick. I recommend that, in my opinion, wear a condom, but I recommend that because sometimes you think he has a big dick, but in reality he has a small dick. I'm going out of the subject, right? What I'm trying to say to you is this, man, is that dating one guy will stunt your vision. It will narrow your vision. You begin to see things that are not there simply because you don't have other people to compare it to. Humans work in contrast, right? That's how you recognize something, through contrast, right? That's how you recognize you have a good guy, because you've been with a lot of shitty guys. Now, what you got to do is not get attached to those guys. And that's a problem, right? Because that comes down to your parents. That comes down to the kind of attachment styles your parents raised you with. So if you have an anxiety type of attachment style, and when the guy pulls away, you're gonna get attached. And this is the truth, ladies, man. If you're gonna do this, you cannot be an anxious kind of person, because you're gonna fall for them eventually. You're gonna fall for somebody who doesn't want you. what I recommend to people is that if you have an anxious style of attachment, you need to see therapy. You need to see therapy because you have anxieties you haven't worked with. If you're somebody that falls in love fast, you need to see therapy because that trait is underlying a bigger issue inside of you. So that's what I would recommend. So that what she's doing is good, man. Ladies, I would recommend go see a lot of people, but don't be that open. Don't be that open. Now, what other girls do wrong, what she's doing right, is that other women be posting photos of them in bed with the guy. Bitch, don't be doing that shit. Hell no, don't be doing that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't see her taking photos with dudes in bed that she's just seeing, right? Because the truth is that as angelic as she might be trying to come across, she's banging some of those dudes. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. She's banging some of those dudes, all right? So don't be thinking that you could do what she's pulling without the sex. That is the truth. That if you're dating an athlete or a famous dude, and at one point you think you could do the 90-day rule with an athlete or with a rapper or with me? Oh hell no! Oh hell no, ladies. That will work with guys who don't have options, or with guys who are not in, or with guys who. Because this is the thing, ladies, man. I'm sorry. I could be wrong about this, but the only time that works is in religious settings. And if that does work with a normal dude, that dude struggles getting women. That dude has to be a saint to deal with that, in my opinion. Or he has to be old fashioned, right, from another time. But if you're like in your 20s or even early 30s, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about the 90s because what if the dick is not good and you're wasting yourself 90 days? Right? I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest. Or what if that dude is so psychotic that he's willing to wait the 90 days, make you fall in love, and as soon as he gets it, he pulls away. But now you're stuck. Now you're in love with him. Now you know the dude's motherfucking good, his good traits. Now you know his weak spots. Like, honestly, in my opinion, ladies, you don't have to listen to what I'm about to say right now. It's better to have sex with the guy, not as soon as possible, but sooner rather than later, because you could tell a lot more about the guy after you have sex with him. You see what I'm saying? Now, do not make the mistake to tell people what you're doing, or even take photos of you with him in bed, or even let him take photos of you with him in bed, or even let him take videos about it, right? Unless it's me, right? I should not say that on camera, right? But what I'm saying though is that this whole trying to be an angel shit does not work nowadays. It just doesn't work. Guys nowadays, unfortunately, with the Tinder thing, if you think you want to do the whole 6-day thing, then you know what? You're dating dudes who have no options. I am sorry. If you really are getting away with that, you're dating dudes with no options. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that, right? I could be wrong about that. Now, what I will tell her, what I will advise her to do, right, is that keep doing what you're doing, right? But stay away from the rappers, girl. You want a stable relationship and you're dating a rapper? Get the fuck out of here. You're gonna be cheated on eventually, man. You're gonna be cheated on eventually. You're gonna be cheated on eventually. My girl's acting, she's pretty cocky, man. She thinks she's not gonna fall for these dudes. She's gonna get played. I am telling you. The thing is, when you keep meeting a lot of dudes, eventually you're gonna find somebody who you have chemistry with, but they're not compatible with you. And that like friction makes you fall in love with them. It's fucking crazy. So it's a problem, man. It's a problem when you have access to high value. You know how that says that you could be high value, but when you're like high value, it turns against you. Go date a high value dude, but don't be dating the fucking ballers, man. The ballers are fucking empty inside. I'm telling you. Not because it's not that I'm a baller, but I get pussy. Like I get pussy. I already said it on camera, but I got a lot of pussy, right? And when you date me and I don't care and I don't give a fuck about you, right? You're gonna have a tough time because in your head you'll be thinking that I like you simply because you hope it, and you will start deceiving yourself. And the funny thing is that the same confidence that makes you think that you could get me is the same confidence that will fuck you over when you notice you have no effect on me. And that's gonna make you stubborn, and that's gonna make you need to win just to win. Ladies, Do not date rappers and athletes. You could fuck them. Go ahead and bang them, you know. But if you expect a stable relationship from those dudes, girl, you have a better chance of a pig becoming Leonardo da Vinci than that shit happening, man. Come on, man. That's unrealistic. That's unrealistic. In my opinion, that's unrealistic. Beyonce is the only exception. Don't try to be. I could be wrong about this. But that's what I think, in my opinion, right? And now, I don't want you ladies to be this open as she is. Don't let dudes be claiming you online, right? I would suggest hint at the guy. Okay, I would suggest hint at the guy that he's seeing other guys by you saying I like to take my time, right? But don't be, don't be this obvious as she is, in my opinion, right? But it's online, right? It's part of the world. It's everyone. She's a public figure, right? But the problem what I have with her is that in my opinion, she might be getting a little too cocky. She might be getting a little too cocky. Like I'm telling you, man, like the same confidence that gets the guy is the same confidence that will not let it go when the guy doesn't like you. Because real confidence accepts rejection, right? And some of you ladies have a tough time with rejection. It's like trying to tell somebody who's a billionaire to live the lifestyle of a millionaire, or somebody who earns 200,000. It's like telling Oprah. It's like, how they say, like, if Oprah woke up with Diddy's money, she'll have a heart attack, right? But Diddy's rich, right? So it's kind of like you can't deal with it, but you know what? That's part of life, man. That's how you become more confident as you get older. You become more comfortable with it. Some people just don't like you. Some people just don't like me too, man. I understand. I'm a weirdo. I am a weirdo. I could be very weird. Like I have weird habits. I talk weird sometimes. Like I could be very weird. I could turn off some women, and that's okay. I'm not for everybody. Some women can't accept that shit, that they're not for everybody. It is what it is. And on top of that, going after the dude with the baby mamas. Oh, okay, we're done, ladies and gentlemen. We're done. Look, man. Oh, God have mercy, man. If you need one-on-one coaching, go to Mindful Attraction. I have a course coming out called Natural Chemistry, man. Unbelievable.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women of power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. and how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you can pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.